kind of got myself into a little pickle. I climbed up this little rock face, but then ended up getting cliffed up right here. It's just too steep and too slick, and that rock's really loose. I can't go higher. The snow's slippery. It's like pretty straight up and down, and the snow makes it hard. I don't have my ice axe to kind of stop myself, because below me may look gradual, but it's pretty damn steep. It's a long way to the bottom.
Violently thrust from the seafloor, Raspberry and Afognak Island juts straight out of the Gulf of Alaska, providing a rugged home for one of the most remote species of deer in North America, the Sitka Blacktail, which was introduced to this island in the 1920s. Located in the Kodiak archipelago, Raspberry and Afognak Island are almost entirely roadless. The only way to access this area is by boat or plane. Remote hunts like this, logistics can be a nightmare, so I'm staying with some of the only permanent residents of the island, Birch and Tiff Robbins. They own Kodiak Raspberry Island Remote Lodge and allow hunters to do DIY drop hunts for a great price while taking care of all the lodging, food, and boat transportation.
I just got dropped off on this beach, and there's these giant mountains behind me. They just kind of pretty much come straight up from the ocean. There's a fresh skiff of snow on the ground. It looks like a perfect day for looking for deer. So my plan is to hike up this ridge, maybe cut a trail, and then get on the tops and hunt a glass, just like I would for any other deer.
Blacktail may be small, but they live in some big, steep country. Mid-October can be one of the hardest times to find these elusive deer, as they are not yet rutting. This means in order to find the bucks, you have to hike hard, steep country from the beach before reaching the alpine.
I'm up here pretty high right now. I got some deer tracks cutting through here. I think what I'm going to do is just get up on this bench, one last little climb above me, and start glassing some of these basins, maybe where these deer are traveling and sitting to. It's actually quite a ways to where I started down in the bottom, and it's pretty dang steep. It's a good sized set of tracks crossing through this little bench, so every time I come up to one of these benches, I'm kind of just keeping my eyes open. I don't think these deer have seen a lot of people, so they probably hold real tight before they sneak out. I don't think they're just gonna run off. So they could just be pretty much anywhere sitting tight, even if they do hear me, which actually makes it sometimes harder to find them. I've got a deer down below me. It looks like a doe, but it's a long ways away. I don't even know if we'll go with video. I'm gonna try, but they just blend in really good. It's like a doe. That's a start. That's a start. There's a buck. Nice. I gotta get the camera on this guy. Nice. Go jacket on. 500 yards. That buck's within range. This buck's not bad. I mean, he's got a decent frame. He's a 2x2. Never taken a Sitka Blacktail, so I'm not going to go over there right now, but if I happen to run into that deer on the way down, I'll definitely take it. I've got 2 buck tags in my pocket, so I mean, having never taken a Sitka Blacktail, the first one that's decent, that gives me an opportunity, I'll take, and then the other one I can just look for a big buck, and if I don't see a big buck, oh well.
Super cool up here. Looks like any mountain goat or Dall sheep country I've ever hunted. Just awesome. What I love about blacktail hunting is the terrain is so similar to hunting Alaskan sheep, but you can do it at a fraction of the cost and without a guide. The country alone makes the trip worth the price of admission. I spent most of the day in the Alpine, but did not turn up what I was looking for. So I make the long journey down to the beach to get picked back up by the boat before dark.
I'm back over where I saw that smaller buck. Just over here. I don't see him anymore, but I probably don't even have time to hunt him. This hill is so slick now, it's melted a little bit. The grass underneath and the slope, it's just pretty dicey. I made it down the mountain and I'm headed back to the beach to get picked up. It was a good day. I did see a decent buck. I just was already at the top of the mountain and figured might as well look for a real big one. It's the first day, even though I would take that one. I just wasn't ready yet. Today I decided to pick a different spot. There's a lot of spruce forest right here in the bottom, but then it opens up this valley. So I'm just going to carry the camera and just still hunt through the spruce. I was warned that this is real heavy bear country in here, so to keep an eye out and just be real careful. I've got a good wind, so I'm just going to stalk into the wind till I get to an open spot and then glass from there. Maybe work my way up to the top. Really quiet in here, almost eerily quiet. That's the second fox I've seen. Every morning I've seen a fox by the beach. It was a cool encounter. That was just a pretty fox. That was sweet. Man, any given second I feel like I'll just spot a deer up in here. Right now the hills, or the trees are too thick. I'm hoping pretty soon I can bust out of these trees, find a good glassing vantage, just pick apart these open hillsides, but right now the hills, or the trees are too thick. Not as steep and slick as yesterday, so that is a bonus. I'm a good ways away from where I started this morning and glassed and just seen does really. I'm hoping that the bigger bucks will be up in this alpine stuff. Just passing a lot of great country though. I'm surprised I haven't just bumped a good buck up or something. This is cool in here. Spotted a deer. Looks like a doe. Again. Well, I seem to be able to spot her does. I don't know what the buck density is, but sooner or later, a decent sized buck is gonna have to shoot himself. Come on, buck. I know there's a buck on this hill. I just feel it. I've got a buck and a doe right up on the top of this mountain. They're in a really good spot. I'm gonna just work my way and see if I can get close enough. The way the hill is and the grass is so tall, it might be hard to get a shot, so I might be right up on them when I shoot, but I'm gonna gather up my things before they get in the timber and make a move. There's the other one. I'm about 55 yards from where I last saw them. Still see them anywhere. I think they went into the brush, though. Just moving real slow, glassing. Hoping that they walk back out. Close, but I mean, skyline butt shot, the old Texas heart shot. I mean, it's just not what I was looking for. It's the fourth morning of the hunt, and I'm gonna start it out like every morning. Just get up to a point, do some serious glassing. Yesterday morning I had that buck out first thing, and looks like there's a doe up there, but she already moved off, so I'm just gonna plant down and see if I can't spot that buck again. Some ominous weather is moving in, and it got chilly fast. Since I'm glassing, I'll just put all my gear on. Gloves. Now I'm warm.
I keep looking for the buck from yesterday, but can't spot him. I'm gonna stay diligent in this area and get new vantages till I turn him up.
Spotted a buck in the same place as the other morning. He disappeared. I gotta hustle to get there. That's what's going on. I saw him run into that spruce, so I'm thinking he's down in that tree. Oh, man. I have never worked so hard for a buck in my life. I was probably putting on 3,000-4,000 feet vertical a day, just going up to the tops, down, up the next ridge. The morning just started out, I got dropped off, spot a buck moving, disappears. I'm like, I'm gonna get up here because this is my last day to hunt. I really, really, really wanted to shoot a buck bad, especially for how hard I've hunted, how hard I've worked for it. I'm so excited right now. Come on, buck. There he is. The buck is down. I'm so pumped. This has just been an unbelievable trip all around. And to top it off with taking a buck on the last morning is pretty cool. I really, really wanted to get a blacktail. And it's a nice heavy deer too. It's exactly what I wanted, good representation. I mean, it's probably a pretty mature animal. It's only a forked horn. It's got some eye guards, but as hard as I hunted, this is a trophy buck in my mind. This is the most prized forked horn I've ever taken in my life. Wouldn't have it any other way. To hunt this hard and then take one on the last day, it just goes to show if you keep hunting hard, sooner or later, you can be successful.
Getting to experience hunting blacktails on Raspberry Island is an adventure. Being able to do a DIY drop hunt based out of a remote lodge made it even that much sweeter. I hunted hard, but in the end, it was all worth the effort. And after my deer hunt was through, I made sure to save just a little time to chase sea ducks and fish, rounding out the perfect Alaskan adventure.